people? Can I get a hello? I go by the name of Seek. I'm representing the Hello Effect, also the Worldwide Fleet DJs, DigiWax and Media. We live outside for New Music Wednesdays. Who I got the pleasure of sitting next to right now?
Man, King Amadeus, you heard Big Bronx energy, man. We back at it.
Hell yeah. All right, for anybody that, you know what I mean, that been watching the interviews, I interviewed them, you know what I mean, early on this year or whatever. So what you been up to, man?
Man, honestly, I've been enjoying the summer, man. I've been enjoying the summer. Sometimes you can work so hard that you don't really get a chance to enjoy yourself. So I've been really enjoying myself, man. A little work here and there. Had a few shows with Trey Songz. We actually heading to Africa next week, and then heading back to Africa again the top of September. So a few spot days there with Trey, still producing. A few records have dropped, a few records on the way. School is out, because I host my assemblies at the schools.
Okay.
So school is out, be back in session September. So just enjoying myself, man, and living life. Sometimes we forget to do that, you know what I mean?
That's a fact. All right, so tell us about the work you've been doing. I've been seeing you all over the internet, you know what I mean,
Yes,
doing
sir.
work at the school. So
Yes, sir.
just let people know what you've been doing.
Man, I feel like, me growing up in the Bronx, me growing up in the hood, the projects, it's hard coming from there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we all have dreams and aspirations of becoming whatever it is we want to be, and sometimes we just need a little push. Sometimes we need a little motivation. Sometimes we need a pat in the back or just a listening ear and pushing others to find what their love and passion is. And that's the conversation that I have, with these young kings and young queens when I pull up to these schools, man. And if you can see the excitement.
I was about to say that.
Bro, if you can see the excitement and the hype of just them being excited to talk about what they want to do and what they want to be, you know what I mean? Because, of course, they're learning math, social studies, science, English, all of those things that's needed in life. But it's like, what do you live for? Like, what are you passionate about? What do you love? What are you excited about each and every single day? So it's about, getting that out of them young kings and young queens. And I've been doing that. And I love creating music. I love producing.
Yeah.
I love touring. But if I had to choose one thing, it's nothing in the world like seeing them young kids there and speaking life into them and showing them and pushing them and telling them, man, that they can be whatever they want to be in life. It's no greater feeling. And just getting the genuine love from them. Got records everywhere. There's a new song being created every day. There's a new artist popping out every day. So the world can forget about me musically at any time. I don't want them to, but it is what it is, right? It's reality. But when you speak life into somebody, man, when you change their lives, when you bless their lives, they'll hold on to you in that moment forever. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it's about for me, man.
All right, so are you doing that, do like your own nonprofit, or like tell us about the work? You just going there on your own?
Nah, I'm just going on my own, pulling up to the schools, building with the principals, which is who you got to meet with and get the permission and the blessings from, and just kind of doing my own thing, man. Doing my own thing, man. It's definitely paid though. I want one look in the camera as I say that. I am a DOE vendor. You know what I'm saying? So what you see happening is coming from my heart, but there's a blessing attached to that too. Again, at the end of the day, it's a business.
Yeah.
It's a business. This is how I provide, for myself and for my loved ones, and the principal eats, the teachers eat. You know what I'm saying? Even the custodian eat. You know what I mean? So why not those that come in and be a blessing to the kids? So yeah, all the schools that's out there, you want me to pull up to your school? We can do that, but we gonna I'm gonna send you that work order though. I'm gonna send you that work order so I get that PO. You heard?
That's a fact. All right, so you talking about your love for producing and things like that.
Sir.
Are you like producing the younger generation, or you just?
It don't even matter for me, man.
Okay.
I just love creating. I work with a lot of up-and-coming artists, new artists, not only just artists that are well-known or signed. And at the end of the day, I keep saying this, but it's about the business. It's about a business. When I first started it, producing, which is over 25 plus years, just passion, hobby. I love to do it. I mean, little kid, 15 years old.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then you grow up and you learn that it's a business and you handle business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like everybody is talented in their own way. Who am I to judge to say, okay, you're talented, you're not talented, or you're talented or you're not talented enough? As long as you're passionate about what you do, willing to work hard, and cut that check. Let me say it for the people in the back. The amount of times people hit me, yo, Amadeus, let's work. Key word, work.
Yeah, that's a fact.
When you work,
that's a fact.
You get paid.
That's a fact.
When you leave in the morning and you go to your job, you get paid. You work at McDonald's, you get paid. You work at Walmart, you get paid. You're a bus driver, you get paid. Same as a producer.
That's a fact.
We get paid. So don't hit me with let's work. And then you don't want to cut that check. You can't go into McDonald's, ask for number 2, and they serve it to you, and you say, okay, thanks, and walk out without, tapping your card or paying.
That's a fact.
Whether you got the money or not. Like, it'll be a problem in there if you try to walk out with that meal.
That's a fact.
So the same way you can't disrespect McDonald's, you can't disrespect that burger. Come to me correct.
That's a fact.
Put some respect on my name. Do your homework. Know who you talking to. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Because yesterday's price ain't today's price. You heard? That Joe voice, Big Bronx.
I'm gonna ask you this question: is like being a producer a competitive sport, like how rapping is? You know how rappers want to be the best rapper.
Yeah.
Is producing like that? Because I feel like sometimes they be fighting to get places to be on the chart and stuff like that.
That's a great question. It's always been a competition thing, right?
Okay.
And for me, it's dope to be able to say, like, when I came up years ago, like, producing back then wasn't the thing to do. Even artistry, because it required so much money. We didn't have the technology we had. It was like going to get keyboards. Like, you got your equipment here. We had to go get that production-wise. So now, with all of the technology that exists, all of the softwares, all of the doors, little Larry over there, 4 years old, can be like, I want that. And now he making beats. So you got everybody that's trying to get to these cards everywhere that's saying now I'm a producer.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they're not a producer. I respect everybody's craft and what they do, but now it's competitive because everybody their mama do it. You know what I mean? And now they don't understand the value of it and the business side of it. So they're so excited to work with an artist that they're like, I'll give you this beat for free.
Damn, you right.
And that hinders the situation. That hinders the whole business side of it because why should an artist have to come pay Amadeus X, Y, Z when he can go over there to Larry and get that for free? And mind you, Larry got heat too. I'm not even going to hate. Larry got heat. So what would you do if you got an opportunity to get these Air Force Ones, to pay $115 or get them for free? What you going to do? And I'm talking about the official Air Force Ones, like the official joints.
You already know I'm going to do.
You're going to want the free 99. That's the same thing that's happening in the production world and business, right, where people don't respect the business. So it's competitive. I never really sought out to compete. I just do me and I do what I love, and that's pretty much it. You know what I mean?
All right, before we get up out of here, you mind dropping a positive message to the youth that may be looking at this interview right now? Man,
I always say it. There's only one you in the entire world, man. It's okay to be influenced by. It's okay to be inspired by. It's okay to be motivated by. But it's only one you. You know what I'm saying? And my question is, what are you going to do about that? What do you give to the world? You know what I'm saying? The gifts and talents God has blessed you with, what do you do with those gifts and talents? You sit on them, you allow fear over faith, or you allow faith over fear? I choose faith over fear. So blessings to everybody that locked in. We locked in. You heard? Big Bronx energy. Let me say it slow for the people. For you, too, because they're going to want to pull up. They got to cut that check. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Hello?
You want to work? Bring your checkbook. You heard? King Amadeus says so. Platinum boy.
Just let them know where they can follow you and support you at.
Amadeus PBM, AMADEUS PBM on IG. My website, IamKingAmadeus.com.
All right, once again, you already know
Big Bronx.
Zeke, you know what I mean? Representing the Hello Effect Worldwide Fleet DJs. We outside. New Music Wednesdays. Hello?
You heard?